Stay tuned, corners, and welcome back to another episode of MegaMek as we can do the campaigns of the Striking Serpents. And last time, Adder laid the smackdown, completely, utterly, and totally annihilated the entire target, except for Pyro, who got his knee actually damaged, which we didn't notice until after the fight, because he was too busy slinging around footballs, which exploded and did some pretty excellent work. He opened up people, and that allowed other people to come in and completely take advantage. But really, everybody did greatly. So, it has come to the next week. We are 12 days before the end of the contract. 12 days! We are on the doorstep of the enemy. But now we have more missions to get through. So, Diamondback is going to be going on a probe. Unfortunately, they're not going on the probe that is currently shown here. Slightly different. We're going to slightly remove the fact that there will be no night fighting, because night fighting sucks. Found the Sarna admin's Twitter, sent him a message via forums and Twitter about the time limits. Interesting. Hopefully he will be able to respond in the appropriate way, which is what? I will keep the moderate snowfall. I will remove the potential maximum tornado strength of an F4 tornado. Oh, look at all these little light mechs we need to destroy. We'll add in victory conditions. Destroy enemy BBV is a 25%, if I recall correctly, because it's a probe. Which, yeah, 1/4 of enemy forces while keeping 1/4 of your own alive. Winner controls the battlefield, so let's rock and yet also roll. Welcome to more flat terrain. There's a reason why this is a so difficult to engage space. I kind of want to take on the Hunchback, because if I can get him, that would be great. The Vindicator being over here would not be the worst thing in the world. We're not going to be able to put the Ravens onto the field until next turn. I have a significant range advantage over that Hunchback, and I kind of want to take advantage of it. The Firestarter, on the other hand, does not have a range advantage over that, and will have to engage in close quarters combat. Otherwise, bad things will happen. Vidisock will put you somewhere around there, and that's everybody until the Ravens are in. What's that, pirates? Dibs on the... These are not pirates, these are normal Andurian forces. As long as they last, we don't know. Make sure we set up the ghost targets. Systems, PW, ghost targets. There we go. He came onto the field with his ghost systems active. How far into the season of MegaMek are we? We are at the point where next week will probably either be a hiatus, so I can have extra time to prepare for the final battle, or the final battle. Yeah, we've reached that point. Because it's literally 12 days before the end of the month. It's going to be 13 days before the end of the month. There's potentially enough room for one more full week of war, and then the end of the contract. And I think I'm just going to wrap it up next week. So, right near the wrap up of the contract. Yup, it has been a long road getting from there to here. It has, in fact, been a very long road. But I think our time is finally here. Stormwind got it. Stormwind got it. Does this mean a new season, new contract, or new company? So that's something that I've been mulling over. I want to continue this company. I like this company. I think it's very fun. So it'll be a new contract. But if enough people want to push on for a different company, I will hear it. But at the moment it's planned, we will keep the Striking Serpents. There will be a small time skip, and there will be a new contract. Let's see if I survive to the end since Derek knows my proclivities. Everyone finally finishing work and coming home to watch the stream. Welcome, Cool Carts. Star Trek Enterprise intro song, of course. Ain't nobody changing my mind. At one point, I actually used that as the intro. Yeah, I used the instrumental for that song for the intro for the the Sins of a Solar Empire stream that we did. And I had a lot of fun with that. Right, you're out of range. Vindicator, can you see anybody? Hey, Vindicator can see people. Can Vindicator hit people? 11's, that's potential. A 10 is better. Kind of tempted to get an assassin. We actually don't get many assassins. You know, when you stop and think about it, we really don't see them that often. So maybe we actually want to take one. If we can, you know, get it alive. Oh god, it's Clint myself. It's supposed to be love it. We can always do the BSG mod for Sins. I was told it was very, very spammy. And I'm not a fan of very, very spammy. 13? Yeah, not even gonna bother. Firestarter can't do, frankly, anything. No offense to the Firestarter, but it's a very close range build, so we're just going to have to wait until we, you know, get very, very close. After that, jumping to 3039? No, it's not that far. It's Jester kidding. Jester didn't drive an Assassin. Wait, no, she did. But that's not her C model. Or Chasseur. So you can't do anything. The DML can't do anything. Same problem. Misses all around. Vanguard, I keep making that mistake too. By the way, does anybody know offhand when MMLs are reintroduced? The 3050s, 3060s? Not for a very long time. We are going to... I really just kind of want to sprint forward at maximum power. But I also want to be aware that, you know, this Hunchback is here and he's going to be a major pain in the behind. And we need to be very, 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 very aware of that fact. We're just going to walk. I'm just going to walk. Every assassin bow comes across, I expect to be hit by autocannon fire. So forward. MMLs aren't reintroduced. It's new tech. Yes. Is truth. Speaks the truth. 3 turns away from airstrikes. The airstrikes will end this battle. I have high confidence that the airstrikes will just conclude this battle. A more aggressing we'll just jump to before the start of the Russell Hog Uprising. Interesting. Yeah, that Clint is hiding from me. Oh, that assassin walked up very, very close. Hi, I have a Phoenix Hawk DML who is looking to play just with you. Hello there. Oh, I'm gonna gang up on you. You're not gonna know what hit you. Oh, I didn't realize they had 2 fire starters. That could actually be fairly painful. Fighting in Russell would be great. Sweet, let's stockpile on the Phoenix Hawk. Fire starter. Right there. Alright, La Raven. I think we're going to twist. Now, assassins are pretty terrible mechs. There's no getting around this fact. It is simple truth. Unfortunately, they have gigantic engines for their size and fit no actual decent amount of weaponry. Just gonna burst them with some medium laser fire. I will actually keep the heat under control because it's not a good round to be bursting with medium laser fire. Large laser, followed up by... Oh, almost had him in the sweet spot, but not quite. And then the Raven 2X. Hi there. I have close quarters weapons. Do I have any good shots on long range targets? A 10? No, that 9's gonna be the best I'm gonna get. So yeah, we're gonna twist this sucker. Spin it around for the medium lasers in the SRM6. That'll keep us nice and heat neutral. And good night, son. Round of the medium lasers and one of the flamers. And the pair of machine guns, which I forgot to set to burst fire mode. That is my mistake. I will rectify that later on. Vikings are better than dragons? I'm not sure about that. Thoughts that are terrible to level 2. Can you link the Discord info into the next RT or MegaMek video, please? Wait, what? It should be linked in the info on all of my videos.
All systems
if you check
nominal.
Down below, on the YouTubes. Excellence and Endo will allow you to be Ometopi. Welcome to the stream. Thank you for following. Hopefully you'll enjoy your time with us. Guessing it'll be a company choice, but let's just say I'm pretty sure the Davians in the company would either mutiny or leave if the company went Kyrian. When is the Russell Hawk conflict again? I'm trying to remember. I'm trying to remember off the top of my head and it's not working. Trying to keep that temperature. Wow. This is a way of saying hello. Rotec, okay, thanks. Appreciate the information. Yeah, just check down below and in the description box it should have links to it. So yeah, our friendly Jenner immediately opens up and annihilates the Jenner. Roman Wars of 33rd War? Yes, just there. Russell Hawk is during the 4th Succession War. We already had the 4th Succession War. So yeah, that Jenner immediately died because of a single successful, or 2 successful medium laser hits to the right torso, which set off the ammo and torched the entire expensive and fairly decent mech. Shadowhawk opens up with his AC-5 on our Phoenix Hawk and does actually manage to hit, but it's center torso, so we should be able to handle that one. We then opened fire on the Assassin and had no luck with the Raven J2, the Clint opening fire on our J2 as well, and accomplished nothing. The Vindicator opens fire on the Assassin with the large laser and is successful, and follows up with an LRM-5 strike, which hits 3 missiles, so doing good there. We've had 1 4th Succession War, but what about the 2nd 4th Succession War? You mean the War of 3039? The Assassin opening fire with his close quarters weapons, which can't do jack shoot. And the Raven opening fire and, you know, also being fairly useless. He does hit with a single medium laser. We give him credit for this. Assassin armor on the left arm down to 1. A whole bunch of misses across the board. Enemy Jenner opens fire on our friendly Jenner, which already did the super cool instant annihilation build, and digs in deep. Left arm and right arm down to 5 internal structural remaining. However, he's still alive. Assassin 21 apparently actually took 20 damage. 2 medium lasers, large laser, and the 3 missiles. Perfection. Just enough to do it. Oh, if he had rolled a single missile, that would not have happened. So he needed a 6, rolled a 5 because he got a cramped cockpit. That's one of the terrible things about assassins. Cramped cockpit is horrible, unless you're a really good pilot. Falls over on the left arm, damaging it. 3 internal structure remaining, and yeah, that's gonna be a nice, easy target for Das Boot. Give him the boot. All right, so we blew off his right arm entirely, so there's nothing there. He's losing his his medium laser at this point. However, the Phoenix Hawk DML misses his stomp, rolled a 4 instead of the 5 he needed, but does not fall over. Fourth succession war, the war that just kept on starting and stopping because nobody knew just how to declare stop to war. Or just a really small pilot like Jester. Jester would actually probably fit in a cramped cockpit very well, yes. Instant win! I knew this was gonna happen. Probes always do this. Alrighty, so that was great. Do we control the battlefield? We absolutely do. Technically, everybody escaped. What do we think? How badly damaged were you? You were missing your right arm, your left arm was in trouble, and your left torso was damaged, but your right legs were really not in any danger. If his legs were in danger, I would have rolled, but yeah, the salvage is pretty bad. Although we're maxed on salvage, actually. We do not have salvage room. So, we did not capture anybody, although Leopoldo Camasi was doing okay. We need to be under that before the end of the contract. Yes, we do. Jenner kill was not claimed by us, it was claimed by other people, but other than that, we're perfectly fine. How much damage did we actually take? The aerospace fighters never got a chance to get on the field. How sad. Phoenix Hawk took a little bit of damage to the CT, 5 damage to the CT, you took no damage, you took no damage, and you took no damage. 5 damage to the center torso is the only damage we took in this entire battle. That's just great. Oh, apparently the Eagle got damaged. What? How did the Eagle get damaged? And you always return back to your roost. When did the Eagle get damaged? I'm so confused. Right, let's reload the machine guns. The Javelin also got rocked? What? Huh? When did this happen? So does Fifth Lance and wait, what? Why does this remind me of the American Civil War where 2 battalions fired to violate each other, went through the brush, guessed the enemy, too strong, both retreating? Seems legit. That was the 3rd succession war. The 4th succession war was Hans Davian deciding Capello made a good wedding gift. It was a good wedding gift, although that must have been a really awkward reception. Gotham Mackie, pretty sure we stole Athena's flashman. Did we steal Athena's flashman? I forget. What the hell happened to Fortuna? Did we roll on some like truly awful rolls? Because something terrible seems to have happened to several. Like Lancelot's head is missing. Did we get bombed? I'm very confused. Show me my quarters. I should have been going on secret missions? I don't know. Did we get bombed or something? Let me try and work that into the narrative. Anyway, yeah, let's, since he's technically back at main base, so he's in a maintenance facility, that should be an easy repair, but I'm very confused as to what caused that. Also, what happened to the Javelin? Because, so the Javelin belongs to one of our, oh, do they not have, no, they must have somebody who's working on them. Yeah, they've got Tiggy working on them. Tiggy, what did you do? Must have been really awkward stuff to do wrong reading how it happens in the second word book. Just makes it spell myself. I feel bad for Max and Warrior just because Hans David is a jerk ass. You and Quidgy will get along absolutely fine. Alright, let's get everybody fixed back up and back together because that's really weird. That needs 800 minutes of repair time. It looks like a bomb got dropped on him. It honest to God does. Take the extra time to make sure you don't ruin it. Oh my God. That is not the center torso. So I now need to pull the entire mech apart to put that back on. That is just levels of rage and anger come through me. The entire right torso needs to come off this thing. What that means, for those of you who are not fully aware of just how angry I am now at whoever just tried to fix that, the left arm needs to come off. Everything, or the right arm needs to come off. Everything in that right arm needs to come off. Everything in that right torso needs to come off. And then only after I remove the arm and the torso, then can I scrap it and put it all together. What did I miss? You can get it from the website MekHQ. MegaMek.org, I believe, is the site. Then you just run Java, video showing how to start up a company. Thank you, Cool Cards, for letting people know. I totally missed the chat. It's gold paint, blinded him. He's drunk Capellan text. Okay, let's pull this thing apart. First things first, right arm. Oh, the right arm has his AC-20 because they love me. Oh. Alright, pull that right arm off. You failed! Good job. Good job, Tex. You needed to roll a 4, you rolled a 3. You failed! You needed to roll a 5, you rolled a 3. Oh, but at least you got that one right. Jesus. Jesus. Pull that off. And then 100 minutes worth of armor needs to be pulled off. Sanderson can do that. And now we need to focus on the right torso, which contains his AC-20 ammunition. 30 minutes of armor, and 110 minutes of armor. And only now can we pull off the right arm. Let's see. Salvage mech right arm. It's gonna take 90 minutes. They pulled that off. And now, scrap component. Now we switch it back over to being repaired. I do have a replacement right torso. I don't know what back pocket it happened to be in, but it was there. I'm not going to risk anything. We're just going to spend all the time on it. And we'll deal with you later. Okay. We have more missions to do, though. Our decks need a refresher course on basic engineering. Oh, yeah. I think our last mission was that 4 tornado, that do damage. No, he would have been in the bay, which he wasn't. So either he was damaged through a maintenance event or something really, really weird has happened. But hey, we have more stuff to do and we have time to do it in, so briefing room it is. Hold the line, coastal, daylight, moderate gale, rubble river, interesting locations to fight the enemy. Manticore Crusader, Partisan General, Locust, Wasp, Pentarian Hunchback with Shadowhawk. Since they got blue balled last time, Fox Snake 1 will be deployed to this one as well. Oh, not the stand-up attacker. On to Blowforce. Blowforce, hold the line. So we're gonna put you in on this one. Warden ain't here, so Warden can't let me know how he wants me to spend his reroll. So I will leave it as is. Warden's gonna, actually no, I'm gonna mess with the weather. Light snowfall, sure, why not? Okay, we'll do that. I got rid of the wind, which will help him. And let's go. We need to kill half the enemy. Saw Stalker, possibly. Oh, fuck, custom demons by the Lau does not know what he's doing. All know this. Really not all that much metal. I mean, that makes sense given what's happened, but it's not that much metal. Victory conditions, of course, we're going to destroy enemy BV. It needs to be 50%. We want to have a good time of it. I hate snow. It's cold and smooth and gets everywhere. Alright, let's rock. Death comes free. A lot of open ground to cover. Okay. Oh boy. And not only is a lot of open ground to cover, we're moving across the map in the wrong direction. I don't like having to move across the map. I like moving up or down. Because then there's straight lines. Not having straight lines is going to bug me. Partisans. Oh, I love Partisans. Oh, yeah. Stalker 3F. Shoot. I didn't even notice that. Archer is standard boy today. He's just going to set up like so. A little bit separated. And Tortoso will be deployed as well. Woo! No. Boy. Let me light my cigar. Good luck, Brick. Rip fuzzy dice. Why? What's wrong with the dice? Partisan moving forward. In the party van. Charger, of course, is going to do one thing. Charge. See, Charger learned his ABCs very well. Always be charging. And then who's next? We have our nice... Well, this is really more of a mid-range swing roll, although, yeah, he's actually kind of more. He's going to serve helping, like, defend against all things. Give me your ranges. Give me range high-low. Thank you. Your ranges are kind of okay. If I pushed up... If I really pushed up, I could get that Jenner in close quarters combat. Jenner is a 3+5. I don't think Rubble is intervening terrain. So 5 plus... That'd be a 7. Yeah, I'm taking that. I don't normally move the Archer, but we need to. Kind of wish MegaMek would implement miniatures rule options for movement. What do you mean? Like a... Oh, you mean the just a free movement? That would be really complicated in a hex-based game. Alright, so the whole group has moved together. Bit of an odd. My abused and burnt dice lost forever. We should really get a Charger and Berserker for maximum speed. The green rating pages are on Discord. Thank you, Cypher. I will look those up. Absolutely look those up. Maybe even during this stream. But we're actually a little bit lower on time than normal. Alright, so Charger sees nothing. At least nothing that he can hit. And then the Battlemaster. That's a 7. Oh, that's a tempting dart. 8 over there. The Manticore is more dangerous, but the Jenner is too juicy a target not to try and rip him apart. So we're going to do a little bit of that. The Black Knight, of course, that's an 11. I might take a guard. Yeah, I'll take a guarded shot at that. And we'll lob an AC-10 and a SRM-6 shell. SRM-6? SRM-6 and an AC-20 shell. And that is indeed a 7. Oh, you may enjoy your pain as I send it your way. At some point, Warden is going to figure out that I haven't done anything to change the alignment of his Archer's medium lasers, and he's going to be very angry. It's 3 pages. No Battletech as a whole miniature set rolls with no hexes at all. Alpha Strike is the non-hex based one. Find it amusing you refer to D-back as tweezers and not a scalpel or something that could be used as a weapon. Turn 1 heat building. I'm being very careful about my heat building. We're not being crazy. 11, 10, 14. Yeah, 14 ain't gonna happen. All right, double tap. Rudder is perfectly spot on with his heat. Alright, Manticore missed his PPC and his LRM, so that's pretty nice. The Griffin follows up, hitting the Partisan. This is a friendly Griffin, by the way. Hitting the turret, unfortunately. LRM-10 then hits the right side. Crusader opens fire, misses both of those LRM-15s. The Partisan opens fire on the Black Knight and misses every single shot. So this is just one cinematic scene of the Black Knight running in to Shulka fire, and it's beautiful. The Battlemaster opening fire misses his first shot, hits with the second. Right torso has been opened up, 6 internal structure remaining. That is vulnerable considering what's on the way next. The Stalker firing everything he's got at the Charger, unable to connect with a single bit. Black Knight missing with his autocannon as SRM-6 as he closes. Enemy Jenner opening fire on the Battlemaster, and actually does manage to score a couple of good hits. The Archer then comes in, Warden managing to nail the target, and hits the Jenner in the right leg and the right arm with 12 missiles, blows off the armor of the right arm, rolls the correct critical, and blows the entire right arm apart. So that's excellent. There's a mini rule set pre-Alpha Strike. TLDR, a hex is 2 inches. Was pre-TW, Master Rules begin. Sweetness, that's pretty cool. Alright, so very nice luck, once again, by Warden. His second shot, unfortunately, misses, and so he's not able to completely finish it off. And then a whole bunch of lights that didn't accomplish anything, and of course, Totozo, who didn't manage it, but we didn't think he would anyway. Generals even keep important things like guns in those arms. Yup. Such a mistake. Okay, so I need to, of course, keep the charger be-charging, because ABC, always be charging. The Black Knight, of course, is going to follow with him, because that's how this works. I'm not the Battlemaster, I'm the Black Knight. It's the Basher twins, or the Basher 2. From D2, the Mighty Ducks, you know the rule. Do I really want to close with you? I do not. But I do know that I'm going to start a fight with you. So, back up. Weapon systems, PPCs. Ooh, I'm actually... That'll be 3. He's been just outside of his medium laser advanced range. I can accelerate it to this. Yes, very edge of my range. That's much better. And the archer is going to want to back up, because the archer is going to focus entirely on him now. Oh, the archer's actually at exactly the range he wants to be. No. Yeah, I can't not move. I have to move. That puts me in good range. That gives me a little bit of defense. I would like actual, something to put in between me, but it's very flat out here today. Quick strike rolls from SO at something. Though I prefer the hex stuff. The hex based stuff makes it easier and more consistent. Just move laterally and twist. Ooh. Okay, I have the exact same plan that I want to do with you. Show me your PPC range. Perfect. So we've got this nice little tight long-range assault unit that's just going to bash the Stalker into pieces. That's the plan. I don't know if the plan's going to be executed that efficiently, but that's the plan. And you're always going to remember, always work for that plan. And eventually, maybe something good will happen. Or not, We never quite know where this is going to end up. But that's a lot of light mechs in really tight. Oh, that's going to be a little bit rough. Twist and Manticore or Partisan? Manticore. Why? Tougher. Although, wait, did you have an easier shot on Partisan? You did. Okay, Partisan. I lied. It's the Partisan today. Fire all of that. The Black Knight is actually even closer, so he will have even more accuracy without even needing to torso twist. If I fire to the Manticore, that's a 6. If I fire at the Partisan, it should be a 5. It is. Oh, we're going to turn you into goo. All right, Battlemaster, focus on you. Twin PPCs. Everything else you've got in medium lasers. Well, not everything. I mean, a little bit more heat. That'll be fine. The archer is, of course, going to flood all missile pods because that's how this works. And then Totozo is going to double tap with PPCs. And I'll throw in a medium laser just for giggles. And we'll see where that ends up. Those locusts are going to kick us a lot of dings. Yeah, the locusts are going to make me take a whole bunch of piloting checks. Luckily, the people there have fairly decent piloting, unless they kick the Battlemaster. Anyway, the Manticore does hit the Battlemaster. Unfortunate. The Battlemaster then takes a right torso through armor critical, which is very unfortunate, but the edge drives it away into the left leg, so we are safe. Charger opens fire on the Partisan with the AC-20, misses entirely. SRM-6 follow-up does actually manage to minus his movement pool by 1, which... yeah, that's my answer to that. Weapon fire for the Black Knight. Partisan gets hit by the AC-20, kills the crew. Taken care of. Perfectly taken care of. And then his SRM-6 follows up and destroys the Partisan entirely with damage. So a good 1-2 punch coming from the Charger and the Black Knight working together to knock out that heavy tank. Partisan, its final last burst, does manage to hit the Battlemaster twice. That will force a piloting check when it comes down to the end of the round. The Stalker takes double hits from the Battlemaster's twin PPCs. However, the medium laser 1 misses. The second medium laser does hit and crits on his LRM-10s twice, which is pretty nice. Stalker opening fire with all of his guns has a terrible round and misses everything. Ooh. The Battlemaster is always a banana because it's so vulnerable. Archer opening fire on that stalker with his LRM-20s, hits twice, 9 missiles, and then 12 missiles for 21 missiles out of a total of potential 40. He does hit him in the head, but only a little bit, 7 armor remaining, so he's still rocking and rolling. Although a PPC to the head would completely remove him. Quad AC5 hurts, it can. It's meant for anti-aircraft work and does a very cool job of it. For enemy Jenner, opening fire on the Battlemaster and laying into him hard. Another right torso 3 armor critical. That runs him down on all of his edge, so now Otto is vulnerable. Things could be very bid. Locust coming in, opening fire on the Battlemaster as well. Through armor critical, right arm, no effect luckily on that one. Marauder opening fire on the Stalker, hits him in the right leg and center torso. Medium laser strike onto the left torso. Does not wipe out his head like we had been hoping. Locust opening fire on the Archer and manages to damage the right torso and then a machine gun into his right arm. So that stung a little bit. Wasp missing entirely, and our friendly Griffin managed to hit the Jenner we had worked with before with 6 of his missiles. Not bad. Battlemaster standing tall after all of that fire, but then again, so does the Stalker. Life is pain, and Otto is about to share that pain. I'm gonna do some punching. Alright, so the Jenner kicked the Marauder, left leg, down to 11 armor. The Battlemaster then punched the Locust in the right torso and blew off the armor. He's down to 4 internal structure. The Locust then kicked the Battlemaster in the left leg, 24 armor remaining. And the Archer comes around and swings that fist, blows off the entire right torso. Going into the center torso, unfortunately did not destroy it entirely. Locust kicking the Archer's left leg, which damages it even more. Our friendly Griffin walked up to a Wasp, booted him in the right leg, which blew that entire thing off. Everybody stayed standing except for the Wasp because, you know, he's missing a leg, and that's a problem. I ain't getting out of the bulwark. Wait, what? Vanguard wants to lance full Death Eggs. He does. We do have enough mechs in order to build a lance of Death Eggs. That's not even a joke. Alright, I'm gonna jump back, fudge! I screwed that up. Sorry. It's gonna be pain. I do apologize. Life is officially pain, and you have me to blame. I meant to jump back and turn, and I didn't think to do it. Oh, the Battlemaster. We're doing fine. We're just gonna have to rely on all of his evasion right now, because otherwise it's gonna get really rough. Still sad we didn't get 2 missions this stream. I mean, we might. If we finish this fast enough, we will have enough time to get your 2nd mission and back-tanking. Back-tanking is a very, very bad idea. So, an interesting thing. In the 2018 version of BattleTech, there is no limit to the amount of armor that you can cram onto something. So, or that you can cram between the front and the rear torso. They have separate armor bars. So because of that, you can armor up your back super high and then armor up your front super high, which is one of the reasons why you can't really translate BattleTech 2018 mechs fully into tabletop without a little bit of tweaking. I mean, there's tweaking anyway, but still. Normally though, in this and the MechWarrior games, you have to balance how much armor you put between the front and the rear torsos. Most mechs will prioritize front armor over back armor. We have very limited protection in back because we can only fit very limited protection in back, which unlike in BattleTech 2018 where you could go nuts if you wanted to. Anyway, torso just face taking on behalf of Ichabod. We can only hope. I'm gonna go after that Crusader because he's there, he's vulnerable, and oh my god, does the Black Knight do the insane? I don't know. It'd be tight. Or I could have him continue to work with the Bashers. Because that's pretty tight too. I'm going to rely on my people to do this right. Alright, back up. Weapon systems. LRMs. Sweet. Oh no. Sweetie, sweetie, he came for the booty. So how much distance? I would have to very, very far back up in order to get him back into short range. Yeah, he just came full bore on us. And I'm going to get as much distance as I can, but he's still two hexes within my minimum. So that's going to be a bit unfortunate. Unless you're Grand Turtle. I'd take back shots in a Grand Turtle, no problem. I see. I gotta look to see if we can get Deadfire LRMs and just give Warden a ton. Just because he really likes getting close quarters. What I really want to do is go into the game's files and change the introduction rate of the MRMs so that it's like 30-30. Because it makes no sense for it to be introduced so late into the canon, considering what it's designed to do. Anyway, enough of my complaining. 7, 8, 8 would put me at +1 modifier to fire next turn. I'm gonna do it because I think I can cause some significant pain to this Crusader in this turn. So I think I can break this Crusader. I love Warden to start mounting MRMs. It'd be pretty interesting. The only problem with MRMs is, you know, they have a -1 day hit, and that's not cool. Can I twist enough? I cannot twist enough to bring both PPCs to bear. That is incredibly unfortunate. Double tap PPC and yeah, just carry the heat. Alarms on 7s. Warden's high abilities able to still continue to work quite nicely with that. I can twist and fire a single medium laser or a single PPC, which is significantly less than what I wanted. Oh no, they're both on the right arm. Shoot. Oh, is he's seriously in the one location where I can't get a shot. All right, if that's the case, then Mr. Jenner, bring me a treat. All right, Charger hits the Crusader in the right torso with his AC-20. That's where we wanted it. SRM follow-up, burning on through a critical onto the foot on that Crusader, and a missile to the head. He's down to 10 armor remaining. So what happens still in training? We are kicking butt and taking names. Can we get a select number of Thunder MRM warheads? I mean, that's so far away. It's not even worth it. Hey, Warden, I didn't even see you there. So I'd have a normal chance to hit. Was AFK for about 5 minutes. Miss anything good? Potentially. We just fired a whole bunch of missiles at this Crusader. Right torso armor is exposed, and you have 2 more SRM-6s coming up right for you. 2 medium lasers missing, unfortunately. Probably could have saved a bit, although I did manage to hit with one of the small lasers, so I don't feel too bad about that. Manicore lighting up the Archer like it owes him money, and very painful. Black Knight coming in, AC-20, smashes the right leg, blows on into that, crits out his SRM-6, which, not terrible. And the follow-up SRM's managing to shatter the upper leg and the hip. So that's the foot, upper leg, and hip. This Crusader's going down at the end of this round and probably not going to get up again. Crusader returns fire on the Black Knight. Twin medium lasers actually manage to strike the center torso and right arm. Pair of machine guns misses, and the SRM-6 barrage is rather impressive, all things considered. However, it's just sandpaper to a well-armored crasher. The Marauder opening up with one of his PPCs, managing to hit the other one, going completely off kilter. Stalker opening fire on the Archer. Apparently the Archer has drawn the short straw today because, ow, left arm is now down to 7 armor. That's the big worry at the moment. Archer returning fire, missing one LRM-20, but the other one strikes right on home. Only 12 missiles though, and only sandpapering a little bit. The Battlemaster then turns and fires at the Jenner, blows off the left arm, blows off the right leg, and that mech is going down. And then, of course, the Griffin comes in, firing at the Wasp, blows off his other leg, and now he is legless. Crusaders explode when they fall over. It's in the rules. Take 6 months off, then help kick the Endurance. We can technically help the Compellents all the way up to 30, 35 with contracts at some point. Potentially. All right, that Locust has kicked, weapons fire for the Locust at the Black Knight, hitting him in the head with a medium laser. And it turns out it doesn't look like Brick has any edge. Brick, do you not have edge? Why do you not have edge, Brick? Because that was a successful strike right on in there. And then a machine gun bullet to the head as well. Somebody wants you dead. Wasp opening fire on the Archer with a medium laser and SRM-2. First of all, the Black Knight stays standing after getting all of that damage. The Archer stays standing after all of that. The Crusader falls over, and then, as we had previously oh wait, no, he's fine. I thought for a second he had exploded, but he did not. He's fallen over, right torso, more damage. No critical effect on that, but the right leg gets even more damage, crits his lower leg and SRM-6. Yeah, he's never getting up, ever again. The Stalker, doing all kinds of fun work, managed to stay standing. The Jenner does not. He's missing a leg, that ain't gonna happen. And the Wasp pilot blacks out entirely. Also for Brick. Brick is usual. Brick has not taken any edges, at least not yet. Charger's gonna swing that big old barrel fist around into the Locust and blows off the right arm entirely. He is having a bad day. Locust kicking the Charger in the right leg and succeeded. And the Griffin manages to also kick a Locust, doing a very good job of that. So the Charger stays standing, the Black Knight stays standing, the Locust does not, and has gone down. Keep in mind there are multiple Locusts, that is not the one next to the Charger, but we're still working on it. Okay, we need to turn around and get some serious help going, like ASAP. So I'm going to swing around over here. We're going to start engaging the Stalker from longish range. The Charger can come in here and potentially finish him off, but I kind of get the feeling that he might actually eject. Move right on here and turn. And we may end up using some medium lasers for a little bit of surgery. Wasp about to wake up 6 hours later wondering why he's still alive. Nobody's going to shoot at him. Oh, interesting choices. Very interesting choices. I'm gonna get as many people as I can into melee range because this is gonna be fun. And by fun, I mean prepare to die. Can I get the Marauder? I absolutely can. One less, that way it's most nimble. We're getting everybody out of the front arc. The archer is still probably going to get shot pretty badly. I'm actually pretty tempted to pull him out entirely. Show me your arms. Weapon systems. Right arm, LRM 10. You have medium lasers in your sidearms. Okay. I'm going to back up like so. Generator destroyed by pilot ejection. Crusader stood up. Really? He stood up and decided that he wanted to face his accuser. I'm going to skip the SRM-6s because actually I really shouldn't. Like, I know a Crusader's anatomy. With a right torso exposed like that, I mean, he's got ammunition there. I'm almost positive. Fire that and that. +7. Are +13. I'll hold at +13. I will not go to +14 where I need to take a check to see whether or not I explode. Tap, tap, and keep it up. We're gonna burn this sucker to the ground. +10. Ought to be able to be fine. He does, after all, have jump jets. Somebody's turned it. Oh yeah, that's the Manicore. And can we throw football? That's gonna be a 9 to hit. I don't think it will, but we're always gonna give it a shot. Single medium laser strike actually get the heat under control. And Torizo could open fire with his twin PPCs. I think we're probably gonna do it. Like, the medium laser as a backup is one thing. Ooh, +6, +9. Yeah, we're gonna do it. We're gonna go full in on this guy. Some big gophers on this world. Shogun just say it. Swear to God, if the mission ends before we get on the field. We'll find out. You should be on the field next turn, but it's looking rough. Manicore opening fire and nailing the Charger pretty hard on that one. Charger then turns around and just utterly unloads on this Crusader, setting off his ammunition, blowing it sky high, and that Crusader is down. So all the rest is just wasted fire. Oh wait, no, all the rest is wasted fire. This from 6 at Charger. Wait, what? Did he just shoot himself? No, weapons fire was Crusader. Never mind. All right, so the Crusader opens fire, hits the head of the Charger with a medium laser. Does deflect most of that with his edge, went somewhere else. Battlemaster opening fire on the back of the Stalker, hits with 1 PPC, follows up with 2 medium lasers out of his 4, so he's literally hitting 50%. Not bad. So they accidentally bumped the Lancelot. So does anyone think 39 ATMs on 1 mech is a bit much? No, it's not. As long as your heat can handle that, rock and roll. It is. Mine, of course. ATMs, yeah. No, you are wrong. It's always perfect. Weapons fire for the Stalker 3F. Opening fire into the Archer. We've got some serious hits through the left torso armor right there and critting out the LRM-20. He is not going to have full barrages for the rest of that. His entire barrage, removing the LRM-20 entirely from the equation. The Black Knight fires at the Stalker from long range and nails it. Ooh, AC-20 from downtown hits that left torso and bring it down to 6 and 8 internal structure remaining. The Locust opening fire on the Black Knight does a little bit of work, but nothing too serious just yet. The Archer opening fire with a single medium laser sinks into that right leg, damaging a heat sink, but nothing more. Locust opening fire on the Battlemaster even more. Left leg, right leg. He is really focused on them legs. The Marauder finally opening up with his full barrage. Left arm of the Stalker taking all of that first PPC, critting the upper arm. But unfortunately, that's not quite what we're looking for. Second shot was in the right torso, where the armor is getting mighty thin. In the follow-up shots on the right leg and right arm, not where we needed them to be. Everybody stayed standing after that round, which is impressive. All right, we are going to Falcon Punch. We might be Falcon Punching. He can't punch with one arm, but he can punch with the other. Yeah, that's not worth it. No, thank you. Give him the boot. Das Boot has been engaged. You are also going to kick. Das Boot. You are going to punch because you have... Ooh, no, you can't because I fired the wrong arm. Oh, I want to punch, but no, we're just gonna kick. We're gonna line up all the kicks. And his legs should be Swiss cheese. Just ATMs or other weapons too. Got others building a missile machine, currently at MML 45. Jesus. Alright, Locust tried to kick the Black Knight and failed. The Black Knight tried to kick... the Battlemaster tried to get the Stalker, needed a 5 and rolled a 3. Good job there. The Black Knight then came around and stomped on top of the Manticore, got the better mobility penalty of 1/2 off of that one. The Locust then tried to kick and successfully did kick the Battlemaster. The Archer kicking the left leg of the Stalker, that's pretty good. The Marauder then boots the right leg of the Stalker and rips it off, and the Stalker goes down. Battlemaster staying standing after failing his kick and all of the rest. The Stalker is taking internal damage on its left leg, should be gone fairly soon. The pilot takes additional damage. He failed his avoidance roll, although he does manage to stay conscious. The Locust falls to the ground and has 1 internal structure remaining, but the pilot then blacks out because he rolled a 2, needed to 3. Unfortunate for him. The Wasp pilot is still unconscious, and apparently it's really hot out because of the extreme temperatures. Wow. So don't eject into this, guys. It will not end well. It's my turn to deploy. Wait a second, where's the Eagle? Oh, the Eagle got pulled off this mission because the Eagle was in repairs. It looks like only one person's showing up for this bombing run. Okie dokie. You have bombs. Bombs mean that if you're nearby people when you drop them, it will be painful. I'm not sure what we want to do. We'll do that. Tomahawk has been deployed. Stalker pilot has ejected. Don't mind me just venting my frustrations. One is enough, so no eject. Got it. Manticore ain't going anywhere. Another pilot blacked out. It's 2. That is indeed 2. Alright, so we need... Who's left? Did I not set up the mission order right? Or was the Stalker really carrying that much of this game? The Crusader's out. The Stalker's out. The only thing left is a Manticore. I'm going to turn this mech nice and slow as we deal with that. Archer is going to get the hell out of dodge. Because if we don't, we are never going to live. And this time we are actually deliberately back tanking because the Archer has a massive hole in its side torso, which happens to have a whole bunch of ammunition in it. Good thing you only need one. Alrighty then. So the Battlemaster's feeling pretty fine. Yeah, I think I'll have you walk up here. I'm gonna do some pain to the Wasp that can't move. And I think the Black Knight is going to back up. How's your armor? Can you take? No, we're not gonna do that. Get you all the way back. And the Marauder will come up here where she can melee, or he can melee the melee. Look, sorry. What's up? So me and Brick ate crap today. You're alive. I mean, I don't know how much you would consider that to be eating crap, but you are in fact alive. I assume this planet doesn't switch from snow to desert and heat in a few days. Apparently it does. Alright, first things first, we're going to bring in the Tomahawk, and we're going to drop all the bombs. Target. Hex for bombs. Why? Because we have to expense this ammo out somehow, and you are today's chosen target. Goodbye. The Charger is of course going to target the head of this mech over here. Wow, okay. Target the head, just the small laser. Actually, no, just target the center torso. How hot are we? Yeah, I'm just gonna fire the small laser. See if I can burn him out with center torso. That way we can save some heat. And medium lasers galore. This ought to work. And sure, a flamer. Another flamer. Why not? You're gonna target the Manticore from a longish range. Fire everything you got. Who's left? Oh, right. I couldn't see him because he was behind the thing. The Archer. Archer's suffering a bit, but alive, which is important. Manticore going to come up and say hi to a little boy here that we're just going to fire a pair of medium lasers into the back of. Sure, we'll throw in the PPC. It's funny that way. All right, Manticore fired at the Battlemaster, took out the right torso armor, and then SRM-6 got inside. That is very painful. Griffin opens fire on the Locust and blows out the center torso rear, which kind of made the bomb drop out, or the fire that we just did earlier. Hello, Miraculous. We're doing quite well. Terrakians? That's new. All right, so yeah, that Locust that the Charger was going to go after, already dead. The Tomahawk dropping his bombs on top of the Manticore, and does a fairly decent job-ish. I mean, it's not amazing, but he did damage that Manticore pretty gosh darn well. It will not be moving anywhere ever again, although it's not technically immobilized. Locust firing the Battlemaster does shoot him in the head, and that gets through because he's all out. So that'll be an injury on that one. Charger firing at the Locust, but the Locust is already dead. Battlemaster then fires at a Wasp, and the Wasp is now dead. Did you take out his head? You did take out his head. Okay, so a rather painful way of doing that. The Black Knight opens fire at the Manticore and tears that thing apart. And so that should probably be the last round. And then the Marauder comes in and manages to hit the Locust in the back with a PPC. Needed a 10, got that 10, and tore out the center torso rear, which killed the entire Locust completely. And with 65% of the enemy forces destroyed, that is a victory for Boa. That was about 3 head hits on the Wasp. A lot of dead enemy pilots. We control the battlefield. That is an absolute truth. Battlemaster, heavy damage. As we can see, not feeling particularly great. Finally got through on that right torso, which did take out a medium laser, which will require some patchwork and repairs. Actually, it looks like a lot of things got damaged on that one that we will have to look into. The Black Knight's armor held through out of ammunition on one of its locations, but that's perfectly fine. Black Knight did not get penetrated, and the Archer, on the other hand, whoo, baby. The Archer is not having a good day. Left torso has been completely opened up. One of the LRM-20s destroyed. We got very lucky that that left torso ammunition bin did not get penetrated. I don't know why it's saying the Eagle got destroyed. There was nothing wrong with the Eagle. So I'm just going to move forward like that. Griffin did not die. We did not capture anybody, although apparently Tal was killed, which he was not. So we're just going to ignore that. Looks like Brick took 2 more injuries, and Alan also took another injury. So we cannot keep these people out of bay. We have finally gotten down underneath the level, but it doesn't look like there's anything that we would want to take that, survived. So make sure that we don't take prisoners, because we don't do that here. Them's the rules, and oh boy. All right. The Jenner was killed by the Battlemaster when it turned around and shot it in the back. One of the Locusts was killed by the enemy. Finally, we do not kill mech warriors, and the Stalker. I gotta give it to the Marauder, and the reason why we gotta give it to the Marauder, Tortozo, is because the Marauder was the one that did the hit, which blew off the entire right leg of the mech. That brought it down. That put it to the point where the pilot figured that it was time to blow out. So it goes to Tortozo. Okay. A whole bunch of questions about LRM-20 on the Archer. That is, yes, needs to be repaired. Should check why Brick has no edge. Probably doesn't have an edge. Was it crit? Then it should be fine as long as they can repair it. Not taking the Stalker? I mean, could we take the Stalker? I mean, we could. But then we'd be at 0 again. Actually, no, where is this? There it is. Sure, we'll take the Stalker. Oh, we're not at 0. Wonderful. Alright, we did not kill mech warriors, and this Locust is the property of the Griffin that was our friend. So there we go. Picked up the Stalker. All in all, another productive day. An excellent day. Trying to get salvage down from 30%. We are, but we need that. We now have 6 Stalkers. Alright, who has Repair Bay right now? Because I know who's going to need it soon. Adder has Repair Bay. Adder, are you all patched up? We got lots of pain. Ooh, this Stalker is in pain. Luckily, this is not a shoulder. I can fix that. It's actually fairly quick repair, I think. Ooh, we are almost out of SRM-6 ammo bins. To the overview tab. Bring me to LMNOPQRS. SRM-6 ammo bin. 15 shots. Yeah, we have 3 missiles in storage. I'm gonna buy in bulk. I'm gonna buy, what do we think? 20 bins. 300 shots of SRM-6 ammo. We'll be here in 3 days. You mean half a dozen Stalkers? Yes. What's wrong with 6 Stalkers? Alrighty, so Repair Bay. Adder is, I believe, out of the Repair Bay. Adder, are you good? Adder's strong. Probably gonna need Boa in that bay. Boa's gonna need some time. So let's add Boa to our bay. Just like that. And we'll work on it. The Lancelot, of course, also in significant need of repair for some reason that I do not understand. We'll reload the ammunition. We do have to replace the LRM. It did not survive, unfortunately. I will make sure that this actually gets replaced properly. And I will give it to you. Patch that up, no problem. 135 minutes on that repair. I'm, of course, going to give it as much time as it needs because I don't want to pull the whole mech apart again. That was annoying. Did anybody else take internal injuries? The right torso on you did, so we're, again, max that out. We don't want a repeat, and you did not. But we cannot fully reload you because we do not have a sufficient amount of SRM ammo. Adder, you're welcome. That's what Adder is always strong and well fed. Alright, I'm not working on you right now. You are not damaged. I can't work on you. You have, wow, 7 points of damage. Much pain. Such shared destruction. Get the hell out of my mech bay. Reload the AC-20 bins. Docker, amazingly, the Black Knight and the Charger, the two mechs that I sent full bore into the enemy for like a full-on maximum charge, were the two mechs that did not get blow-throughs. It's fascinating. Excellent work, though. Excellent work. Let's just waste everybody's time into putting parts back together on you. Okay, excellent work there, failing at that. The 7 guys, try to be a little bit more aggressive on this. Successful repairs all around, please. I don't anticipate taking a successful repair, so I will just advance today. Although I do need to go back to the hangar, and this new stalker needs to find assigned tech, a new person. Okay. Tomorrow, it is Sunday. Adder has a battle on Sunday, so we are actually going to have to do something about that. But everything about Boa is... Ow. The Archer back together. Go. That only took 4 times the normal amount of time. Alright, so the Archer's out of repairs. That's excellent. Looks like all of the actual torso repairs did stick. So that's wonderful. The Lancelot, of course, needs to repair its arm because it failed at that task the last time. So we're just going to make sure that goes through eventually-ish. I have no idea why the Lancelot is just completely annihilated. It makes no sense to me. It was, and we had to fix it. So what happens when you cook a stalker? Does it become sturdier? It becomes soft-boiled. Next campaign, we need to invest in a professional logistics train and maintenance as well. When one of the cooks... We actually have pretty good logistics, all things considered. Like, it's not terrible. Sure, our techs screw up a lot, and you question their professionalness a lot of the time, but, you know, they are theoretically professionals. They theoretically do a job. They don't necessarily succeed at the job, but they are trying. Becoming harder and harder to put these rust buckets together. There's a reason for that. They've been in the field for a year, which is kind of ridiculous. When you look at Battletech terms, like a year in the field is out there. So I will have most of these guys fixed up by tomorrow. Alright, it looks like Bo is going to be hopefully done by tomorrow. We just need to find some SRM-6 ammunition. Other than that, they should be good to rock. I don't want to touch the Stalker until after the mission that Adder is about to go on, and the Lancelot appears to be being fixed up pretty well. We need more mobile repair vehicles and competent mech techs. We have good mech techs. We really do. Like, we have some really nice people. It's just they fail on occasion. Although it looks like Addergruel Submarino is 2 XP away from leveling up, and it'll be great. Fairness, we are on a major combat planet. Yes. We need a we do have a mobile repair center. We have 2 of them. We actually technically only have 1, but the other one is provided as a bonus for holding Lemnos Repair Yard fully intact. But Indigo Lance is our repair and rearm group. So they've got Buffalo Engineering Support Vehicles, Paramore Mobile Repair Vehicles, they've got our Sherpa Armored Truck configured as a mesh, they've even got Sprogue's Elite Command Van, which I've customized to be a hover truck. You've got a coolant truck, just in case you need it. And of course, we have Isaac Rudd driving his Carnav UR transport. So many veterans. So I was going to do against the bot campaign set in the first Successor War, but there's no system info in headquarters for it. Should I BS the dates in MekHQ or just do things manually? I'm not sure what you're asking. The van is hover-based, very nice. It's very fast. It's beautiful. Actually, I can show you the van. Although this will be the last thing we do before we break for the next episode. Where's his van? There it is. It's a 1015 hover van. Complete with an LRM-5 and a machine gun, just so you can have a little fun. A trailer hitch, so you can do all of that work that you need to get done. But other than that, rest is command and control equipment. All inside, all perfectly capable of being used. Very happy with it. We also have our Rhino, which we've never ever used. If you put in dates, it should be fine. Yeah. Took a nap in one of the side seats, went under one of us. It's the RV for stripes. MekHQ, yes, MekHQ does track all of the availabilities for you, which will make life much, much easier. All right, I have waffled enough. It is time to rock Adder, and so that means that we must put in a break here for the YouTube people. So to my YouTube people, thank you very much for watching. I have been Derek. If you like what you've been seeing, hit that like button and subscribe before I see a notification every single time I release one of these videos. Press that little bell icon, leave a comment, and I will see you all in the next episode.